Hello everyone. I am Dr. Amrita Mondal, Associate Professor at Department of Chemistry of Bashanti Devi College, Kolkata. As a part of the assignment for the refresher course at AMU on Environmental Studies, I am doing this presentation. Today, my topic is Earth Anthem. Our cosmic oasis, cosmic blue pearl, the most beautiful planet in the universe. These are the first two lines of Earth Anthem. To be very true, I was very surprised after hearing this name called Earth Anthem. I have never heard of this poem. I guess many of us are surprised. It's like we all have taken our Earth as granted for everything. Today I choose this topic to make everyone believe that our Earth is not just something we should take her for granted, like our mother. That's why we all say her Mother Earth. Earth is our home, and we don't have another planet to go. So, Earth is of vital importance for humanity as it gives us a place to survive, to thrive, and to develop. Earth is, so far as we know, a pretty unique place. We have done a pretty lousy job in keeping our home clean and workable. We are the custodians of the earth and we have to take care of it. We should do everything in our power to protect our home, our environment, and the biodiversity that exists here. How did the concept develop? Earth Anthem is a tribute to planet's beauty and diversity. Earth Anthem, this song was first written by Abhay Kumar in 2008 and published in 2009. An Indian diplomat, a poet. The Earth Anthem was penned by him while he was in St. Petersburg in Russia. The main inscription behind the anthem was from the philosophical Hindu Sanskrit text known as Upanishad. We all have heard of Upanishads. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is told that the physical universe is constituted of tan mantras, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, which become concertized by a process called quintuplication into the five elements that we all have known: ether, air, water, fire, and earth. According to Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the three types of knowledge of the Vedas came out of the second foot. The third foot includes the three vital breaths, while the fourth shines in the form of sun beyond the earth. The living being and the universe are born out of Brahma. Brahma, the cosmic self, is the cause of the universe. The world was in Brahma in the unmanifested form. He manifested it. He created the names and forms of the objects. The world originates in Brahma, is sustained through him, and culminates in him. Water, earth, air, fire, and ether, the pranas, the organs, the mind, all originates from Brahma. The river, the ocean, the plants, the human beings, animals, birds, the four Vedas, and karmas, all have originated from Brahma. All the objects of the world are the modification of the reality, that is Brahma. Our cosmic oasis, cosmic blue pearl, the most beautiful planet in the universe. Asia, Australia, Europe, Africa, America, Antarctica, Pacific, Atlantic, Arctic, or Indian, all the continents and all the oceans of the world. This is the first verse of the poem. It's very beautiful. The Earth is the most beautiful planet in the universe. Earth belongs to a remarkable celestial neighborhood, our own oasis in the cosmos, which is blue. It looks like a blue pearl in the sky. The blue marble is the image of the earth from space. We could see all the countries and the oceans from the space, making this beautiful blue pearl living and breathing. The blue marble is an image was taken on December 7th, 1972 from a distance of about 29,000 kilometers from the planet's surface. It was taken by the crew of Apollo 17 spacecraft on its way to the moon and is one of the most spectacular images in the history. The blue marble was an iconic image and is perfectly represented the human condition of living on an island of universe. In 1972, the blue marble is all the more poignant for the fact that before Apollo 17, no human being has been this far from the Earth's surface. And because of this, this image was the first time people had the opportunity to see our planet in such a light. It was transformative. United we stand as flora and fauna. United we stand as species of one earth. Such beautiful lines. This part of the song is inspired by the Indian ideal Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which loosely translates to the world is one family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam possibly is one of the most famous lines emerging from Upanishad. This phrase is another demonstration of all-inclusive attitude that our Indian tradition has. Unity in diversity is something that we have been practicing for thousands of years. The underlying belief says the same. We have emerged from one, the Brahma, the ultimate reality. The planet Earth is a beautiful place to live. Life has flourished on the planet thanks to the bountiful sun and the vast oceans of water. No matter where we go on the planet, there are stunning plants, flowers, and animals. Black, brown, white, or yellow, different colors, but one truth. We are humans, and the earth is our home, our cosmic oasis, cosmic blue pearl, the most beautiful planet in the universe. These are the next few lines of the poem. We all are humans, just people from different parts of the world, and we often have different skin color. Universal Declaration of the Human Rights says everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedom set forth in the Declaration, without distinction of any kind of race, color, sex, language, religion, national or social origin, property, birth, or any other status. We are black, brown, white, or yellow with different colors, but one truth. We all are humans. A new millennium beckons us at its dawn, and we must listen to its clarion call. All for one, and one for all. United we sail, united we unfurl. The blue marble flag, our cosmic oasis, cosmic blue pearl, the most beautiful planet in the universe. As we enter into the new millennium, things will be same. There will be nothing unusual. However, if we really want the next millennium to be happier, more peaceful, and more harmonious for the mankind, we will have to make the effort to make it so. This is in our hands, especially in the hands of the younger generation. We need to approach the next millennium more holistically, with more openness and farsightedness. If we are going to make the right kind of efforts to make the future of the world a better place. We all are same, and we take care of each other, respect each other, and we will live and make a better future tomorrow. We stay together to help each other and believe in each other. United we sail, united we unfurl. This is what our earth is about, our planet is about. That's the last and final verse of the poem. Initial release of the Earth Anthem as a song was on June 3rd in 2013 during the World Environment Day and was first sung by Shreya Shotang from Nepal. UNESCO lauded the message of Earth Anthem as creative and inspiring and one which would unite the world together. To date, Earth Anthem has been translated into 30 global languages, including Chinese, Hindi, Spanish, Arabic, Japanese, French, German, Portuguese, Dutch, Korean, and many more. Whichever country we come from, we all have our planet in common. A tribute to her in the form of an anthem, therefore, should be able to find favor with people from all the countries. Such an anthem will not only connect all of us across the world through a common musical thread, but will also inspire the next generation to put the planet before themselves. Earth Anthem fits well at all levels, both locally and internationally, be it school, for school children, or at the UN General Assembly. The Earth Anthem has the potential to be sung as a means of inaugurating a ceremony and also ending it. With 10,000 years of history from the caves to today, we have always had a direct relationship with the planet. It only makes a sense to sing a song as a tribute to both the nature and to the planet. There is a need of a common anthem for the planet. The global spread of coronavirus has proved the need of our interdependence once again. Whichever country we come from, we cannot remain indifferent to this crisis. Similarly, other tragic issues like environmental pollution, biodiversity loss, the climate change affected us all. It does not matter whether we live in the global north, the global south, the east, or the west. All life is interdependent until we understand this basic fact clearly and wholeheartedly. We will not be able to fight this climate change, biodiversity, or loss, or even the novel coronavirus pandemic at hand. Dealing with COVID-19 pandemic, there is a need to think how nations and societies will rebuild better, taking into consideration the climate crisis. We have to find the solutions from science and do this with solidarity. I hope that someday the United Nations will open with a playing Earth anthem in Olympics. Whoever we are, wherever we come from, whichever species we belong to, we have our planet in common. May an Earth anthem unite us all to fight COVID-19 and the climate change. Our cosmic oasis, cosmic blue pearl, the most beautiful planet in the universe, diverse cultures, beliefs, and ways. We are humans. Earth is our home. All people and all the nations, all for one and one for all. United we unfurl the blue marble flag. As the world celebrates the golden jubilee of the Earth Day, musicians Dr. L. Subramaniam, Abhay Kumar, and Kavita Krishnamurthy has come together for a new Earth anthem. Thank you.